my name is Larry. I'm a web developer from the United States. I also mine Pi. My username is Larry W. And I am the developer working on what potentially will be a Pi app in the Pi app uh, network marketplace. And I've called my presentation Adventures in Building Utility because that's what I'm attempting to do is build utility on what will be the Pi network. Here is what I want to talk about today. I'm going to start out by discussing the Pi Stack and Pi App's role. Then I plan to give a brief introduction to TaskBounties. After that, I want to dive into the internals a little bit about what the app is built on, and then a quick demo. And after that, finally, I'd like to discuss how potentially my app would leverage what will be the Pi network. If you read through the white paper, this particular image stands out. I think it's a really good image. Um, and there's a big explanation around it. And what I'd like to touch on, though, is the green rectangle up top is what we're doing. We have our security circles right now, and it's people that we trust. And hopefully, once the Pi network is live and we've reached phase 3 and we've built out the blockchain, you're going to have these trust circles, and everybody else will have trust circles, and there'll be this huge network of people, and you'll be able to easily come to consensus on transactions because of the fact that you'll have just this huge network mesh of people that trust each other. So the fact that you trust each other, it will be very easy to build consensus and validate transactions, and that's the basis of kind of what the blockchain does. So the fact that you have that lends itself to having so many good things, and one of those things is you could have this huge marketplace of apps, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. Is the decentralized applications, more specifically the application that I'm working on. So that's where this app would potentially sit is in the decentralized application marketplace. And as I said earlier, the name of my app is TaskBounties, and what the idea behind TaskBounties is that it would facilitate micro tasks where individuals that have various skills could put themselves out there, and people that need help with various things could advertise or solicit those people. So you'd have the option of looking for, if you're a person that wants to do these micro tasks, you could look for people that need help, or you could create the fact that you're out there and you can do these types of micro tasks. So someone that's looking for someone to that needs help could, the opposite way, could look for people that do micro tasks, or they could put something out there that says I need help with this, and advertise and whatnot. And if those of us or people that are familiar with how these Pi apps are going to work understand that when the core team announced the apps, they said they're going to be built. The people that build the apps. It's just going to be a lot of technologies that are already out there. So um, the app that I'm building, it's good old fashioned HTML, JavaScript, CSS, which the basics of um, the web. So basically, what it is it's a web app, and I utilize .NET, ASP.NET in the middle, the framework, and on the front end, um, I'm using Vue. So that's kind of one of it's a JavaScript framework that is very popular right now. So I use that framework on the front end, and then I utilize something called Vuetify, which is built uh, with Vue uh, to give, Vuetify utilizes Vue to have uh, the front end look, or the interface look like material design. So like it kind of has that appish type of feel. So it's something familiar with, when people that are using apps interact with um, a web app. So it kind of gives it an appish type of feel to it. So that's kind of uh, a summary of the frameworks that I'm using to put together this app. And um, what what I'd like to do is kind of um, go through a short demo of how the app works, and I'm going to what I'm going to do is I'm going to first off show you the app, right? So this is the app. Now, what it is, this is the sandbox that the Pi Network team had kind of put together for us to test and test our apps and kind of be able to run through and have them see how they would look and function in what will be the Pi network. So this is TaskBounties, and this would be ideally what you would see when you came to the app, is kind of a brief kind of summary list of, you'd see if some, people that are looking for help and people that are looking for work, right? So it's kind of basics, and you have your menu up top. That's the home, obvious mail. This would be the user if you are signed in. So let's go through quickly a couple of workflows here. What I'd like to do, first off, let's go through the workflow of actually creating a task. Okay, so if you would like to create a task, what you would do is you would hit this plus button here. So that indicates that you want to add one of these items to the screen. So right now, creating a task is, I would be a person that I would be looking for help, right? So I say I'm looking for help, right? So there you go. That is there, and so this would be something that I would need, is I'm gonna potentially need I need help with a graphic design, right? Because I'm not a graphic designer. Right. So kind of a short description is that for someone to help me create a logo for my Pi app, and a longer description. And this is an optional item, is that instructions to complete, and potentially you could have a start date and an end date if you'd like. I'm going to say I need one person. That's bounty amount. Rate is going to be a set payment. And one-time task. graphic design, and let's put some tags in here. Okay, and if we'd like, we can make it more local here. You can put a list of countries, regions, and cities, kind of an area of cities. And in this case, I'm going to say that an application is required. And I'm going to add questions, right? Okay. And if I'd like to, I can hide my profile username. All right. So then I submit. And there you go. And you know, it's under review, and that's kind of a just a kind of a little bit of a summary, kind of a screen there that a user would have. Okay. Now, let's another workflow. Then you would come back, and maybe someone that would be applying for your task, right? So now I'm going to pretend that this particular task was approved. Okay, so I'm someone. I'm gonna actually apply for my own task that I created. So not likely, but this is a demo, of course. So this is you would come here, right? And you're signed in, and you would see these. You would okay. I want to apply. Okay. So what are some right? So say a lot of popular applications here. You would answer that question. And that. And that. Okay. And there you go. And submit your application. There we go. And that's pretty much, it. Some of these, I mean, you're going to be able to communicate potentially, and you get your alerts and everything like that of when, so that is the basics of how the app would work. Now, there are many ways which something like this could potentially leverage the Pi network. I'm kind of thinking of the fact that there are so many people out there that you could potentially, everybody has a skill, you could kind of form, I guess what you'd call them, groups of people that would, everybody has a different skill, and you could come together and market yourselves together as far as like being able to do certain tasks, or I mean we could use it to somehow reach people outside of the Pi network, to kind of like you would be like we together, the people that are pioneers, or I guess people that are in the Pi network could seek each other out, and you would be able to form these groups, and you'd be able to get together and you would be able to market yourself outside of the Pi network uh, in that manner. There's just a whole host of things that would be potentially benefit, and you can leverage uh, what we have here with this particular app. So right now, it's kind of just kind of what I am working on, and my hope is that I can continue working on it. It's something that whatever type of governance we have, it gets validated, and it is I'm able to uh, put it out there on the Pi network in the future. So that's it's kind of a summary of what I'm working on, and hopefully it's been something that just listening to this and has been beneficial to all of you. And thank you for lending me your time.